We ain't gonna pay your ass.
I'm not going to. All right, friends.
And friends.
Streaming. Yes. I just do that for a long time. Sometimes I zone out. I have to think. All right. I'm ready to roll. You ready to roll?
Mike. Yep. Mic check. We're good.
13. All right. Back to the top.
What is it? 67.
City 7.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
Hello, what have we here?
Damn right. And no. I always say that.
Damn right, Orlando.
Holy shit.
I love at the end when he says, "Can't fuck," and then he just stops.
What?
Looking. Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy. Rogue Squadron Podcast here. My name's Mopar.
I'm Commander Code.
You can't do that for worth a dick.
I couldn't do that voice. I failed. I'm Commander Cody. I'll just talk like that.
I'm Mopar. Thank you for guys. Wow. It happens every fucking time.
Where would that voice come from, first of all? Let's talk about that.
It's Kermit the Frog's uncle.
I can't even try. I'm Commander Cody.
I'm Commander Cody.
Terrible.
It's not even Kermit. It's Kermit the Drunk, I think. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rogue Squadron Podcast. Where are you going to find your beer? You're going to find your Star Wars. You're going to find the rest of the fucking nerdy stuff, and you're going to like it. And if you don't, you probably just turned it off already. So, we have a big announcement that we want to get to before we get started and dive into our beer review and everything. We are celebrating Star Wars Day in Columbus with a big event down at Gateway Film Center. So if you're in Columbus, if you're in Ohio, if you're in goddamn Harry Potter land, what's that called?
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
It's not even just like northoflondon.com.
No, because it's part of our actual world. And then they're
Right.
just wizards. So if
So-
you're in London,
If you're in the Valley of the
Hogwarts,
Jedi,
actually the new one's going to be in America, which is pretty cool.
stop talking about that.
Sorry.
We're going to be celebrating Star
May
Wars
the
Day
4th be with you.
on May 4th.
If you're in Columbus, you've heard of Gateway Film Center. We're going to be there. The goal is to air a documentary that is releasing on May 5th. We're trying to get it early. Gateway is pulling strings. We'll see if it happens. Either way, we will be there with local Columbus beers, Star Wars trivia, a live podcast from us idiots, video games, Star Wars Battlefront,
Trivia.
tabletop games. I already said trivia.
We're going to ask some questions.
Trivia.
We're going to give some, guys, we're going to give also some stuff away. So,
That's the main thing, too. So especially if you're listening, if you're in Columbus, come check it out.
So biggest thing, if you like beer and Star Wars, show the fuck up and show the fuck out and show up.
Artists, cosplayers will be there.
Beer.
One other
Beer
thing, too.
artists, cosplayers.
Beer. Yeah, beer.
Goddamn.
It's from 5 to midnight on Wednesday. Well, 5 till whenever people don't show up anymore. On Wednesday, May the 4th, the first 2.5 hours are happy hour.
The rest of it's sad hour, so no smiles allowed.
The rest of it's mediocre. minute.
Double prices for beer and get out of fucking Dodge. So we're excited. Put it on your schedule. Put it on your planner. Put it on your goddamn refrigerator. Remember, May the 4th be with you. Like we said, Gateway Film Center is working with us, and we're going to be doing some awesome things. So show up, have a couple beers, hang out, and meet some local nerds that like some shit.
It's true. And to stay up to date, just check out our Facebook page. And there's an event for the day. You can find that on our Facebook page. Any updates or changes will all be right there. And you can come out and see us, hang out, meet us in person, get some shirts.
I don't know what. Where are you from?
It changes
It changes. Oh, okay.
depending on the day.
So we're gonna dive into
I never know.
our beer review today, which
Yeah,
we're
beer's
pretty
good.
excited for because
Beer's good.
I grabbed Anderson Valley again, and if you why how many times am I gonna talk today?
Podcaster. Can you speak normal?
Anderson Valley. That's where we've got it.
It's not a fucking ABC commercial.
No, what we have? What was it called?
It was the Goes, the watermelon beer.
Yeah, the watermelon beer, and we don't like sour beers, and that was fucking delicious, and we gave it a 3 out of 3 because it was fucking delicious, and it had a unicorn on it, right?
No, it didn't. It had the same thing they have on this one. It's the beer.
Oh, the deer bear. The bear.
Dear bruh.
Bear. Okay, so this is Anderson Valley's summer solstice. It says ale with natural flavor added. What kind of natural flavor? It could be horse shit. Who knows?
Yeah, I hate when they say that.
yeah.
What
It's
does
just-
that natural flavor mean?
It has a bear.
I want to know why.
Standing in some water. It probably just took
It's
a
a
big
beer.
dump. Oh yeah. I gotta get my. Is that a Pokemon?
It should be.
Whoa,
If you're not
whoa, whoa,
familiar
whoa.
with the beer animal, it's just a bear with deer antlers.
So on the side of it, it says Anderson Valley Brewing Company,
I don't believe it.
Boonville, CA,
Yeah.
solar powered brewery.
They didn't have that on the last label. That's pretty cool. I approve. Not that I didn't approve
Maybe
the other
that's-
beer, but I approve extra.
Maybe
now.
that's the natural flavor is the
sunlight.
sunbuds.
brewed
that
with
they
sunlight and hops. Great.
tried. It's yeah. Okay, we're gonna open this shit up and do a quick sniff test. It's not that fuck a hole. I didn't taste it yet. The shit foamed up and it got pretty goddamn close. Stop!
Why does every beer have to do that?
I
man?
hate summer. Okay. Yeah, this
Summer solstice. Yeah.
the 5%.
Perfect
it's,
day for a summer solstice beer.
It's
too,
in one
man.
of those again. Don't kill baby seal cracker.
They're
shits.
all like that now. I think
Why?
it's required.
Oh, is it required by law?
I wouldn't imagine. It's not? I feel like every time I see, we got a video person over here, by the way, so I'm not talking to a crazy ghost man. I swear, all the 6-packs of beer that I see all have those things on them.
Yeah, pretty much all the craft beer. It must be
But
just
I
a
make
cheap
things up, so
cheap shit.
don't listen to what I say.
No, I'm saying the back.
What'd you say?
Natty Light, you can get it in the shitty old ones that you love so much.
Oh, really?
Kills the environment, kills fish.
And kills your stomach. Are we pouring these or?
Natty Valley. What did he say? Natural light, like Natty Light. Oh, okay. Well, if this is solar powered, that must be like baby deer powered. Like they murder baby deers.
No, stop going
Build
there.
the plastic-
It's not a Bambi beer.
All right, we're smell test.
Smell test. Yeah. I don't know. Is there
It
orange
smells
in there?
really light. Yeah, it smells a bit fruity and like lighter.
Are we pouring this bitch out?
I'm not. It's already fuzzed all over. I'm tasting it.
Wait. No.
Okay. It's got a very interesting taste. Anderson Valley's on their fucking summer game.
Yeah, because you got to pour it from now on forever. Because you get the aroma a lot more when you pour it out.
I can smell it.
Because I barely smelled anything, and now I'm just like, yes, please.
I think it's really good. It's not. It's a lighter beer by far. There's not a lot in there.
Something's in there. Something's in there. There's like one little hint of spice or.
That you don't like?
Yeah. I can't pinpoint it.
I'm not sure. It tastes like a standard summer ale. Exactly what I would expect. Wow, there is.
Like, what's in an amber ale? Like, what's in Killian's? Some, like, aftertaste thing. It's in this. And it kind of looks red-ish.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It's darker. Amber. Let's say amber.
It's darker.
Let's say amber.
Okay.
It's not like orangey.
It doesn't say
I
amber
looked
ale.
at the freaking. I know, but it looks amber. And I looked at the freaking can and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be light orangey, like our logo. This is our logo colors.
Oh shit!
This has to be our favorite beer of all
And the
time.
bear is shitting out a recycle sign.
Even if I hate it, this has to be our favorite beer because it
Yeah.
matches our color scheme. You saw it. You heard it here first.
Oh Jesus!
It's interesting. I need to think about it for a second.
I'm sitting at a 2 because this is a solid beer. This is like the first fully summer thing that I've had. I've had some Corona lately, but I guess is a summer-ish beer. But
I had a Rheingeist before this, the Truth. So maybe it's a little off.
I
Because
almost
it's
grabbed-
getting different as I go on.
it's getting different.
Like it's tasting a little different now that I'm getting kind of used to it. You know
It's
what I mean?
a changeling. Oh, the Doors.
Singing
Anyone?
Jim Morrison over here. Didn't know you knew that song.
Come on now.
That's not one of their popular tunes.
I know everything about them.
Yeah, that's man.
They only have like 3 fucking albums.
7, I think.
Anyways, 2 out of 3 stars for me. Commander's got to think about it because he had. Ooh, there is something. I'm getting something in the back of my mouth right when. Oh, this is gonna sound bad, guys. You can giggle already. I'm getting something right in the back of my mouth when I swallow it. Like right after you swallow it. I'm getting
The beer.
there's like a mango flavor or something that's coming in. I think it is mango.
Yeah. I don't know. What's their little motto? Ball Hornin?
Ball
BAHL? Ball?
Ball Hornin.
Since 87.
They've been fucking around with the sun. They're-
For 30 years.
I'm sitting at a 2 right now. It's a solid. Well, maybe I'm gonna bump it down. I don't know. It's kind of confusing.
It's very
beer.
confusing. It's kind of like a 1. Like,
It's good, but like,
try it. Sure.
I mean,
It's summertime. Try a summer beer.
if you're going out in the sunlight and ball horning all day, you might want to
I
grab
guess
some shit.
It's beers as old as we are almost.
I give it a 1.5 just because of the color scheme.
Yeah, the color, the cans, by the way. Meow. Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. It's just something. There's something. Yeah, there's that aftertaste. It's like
I
it's
think-
making me like overthink it, which is not a good thing. I should be like, this is great
Done.
beer, but no, it's not bad. I'm gonna say a 1. Go try it. If you see it, grab it. If it's on draft, grab it. It's summertime, but yeah.
I would say it would be a 2 if you're not a huge beer fan and you want something a little lighter. This is a simpler beer. Outside of that one, I think I'm having a different taste profile.
Sensation.
Yeah, I think mine's a little bit like a mango. I'd like to look this up. Can you look it up?
I can try. What would you like me to look up, Mr. Mopar?
Let's see what their website says.
Anderson Valley Summer Bitchdis. Let's see what they say. Seasonal ale. I already knew that.
Seasonal ale.
Slightly sweet malty session beer with a creamy mouth feel and clean finish. Hints of caramel.
I'm
That's
getting a
what it
cream
is.
soda for adults. That's exactly what I'm getting. No, it's got that like
does say, yeah.
creamy aftertaste.
Yeah, it does. The caramel, I think, is what's bothering me. It's not bad. It's just not my thing. So it's kind of bugging me.
No, that's
Ultimate refreshment on a hot summer day.
That's exactly what it is a cream soda aftertaste.
Yeah. I got it. As soon as it said that, I have trouble picking up on that exact thing. I knew what it was, but I couldn't name it as caramel. And now I know.
Caramel.
Caramel?
Is it caramel or caramel?
Either. I've heard both.
always said caramel.
I've
Caramel.
heard both.
I know, but there's some people like it's not called pop, it's called bubbles.
I
bubble
feel
water.
like the caramel thing is like a British American English. Caramel. They say.
I
and
mean,
we
just
say,
because you saw
caramel.
that.
America. Caramel.
I'm gonna go eat my caramel to NASCAR. At the NASCAR. Dima over here is pissed because he likes that riding around in circles shit. No,
Make it a left turn.
I think
Sorry.
language is fucking weird. Like
It's very strange.
you can talk, everyone can understand each other in the United States for the most part, but there's the way you say things is completely different.
It's crazy, dude. It's hard to think about. You know, Twi'lek's language is the second most popular language in the galaxy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
From Ryloth?
Galactic Basic, and it's called something. I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Relithian.
That you made words up. I like it. Twi'lek language. That's why we have the internet.
Twi'leki.
Real from Ryloth. I thought I had a name. Anyways, the Twi'lek. I know the Twi'lek language is like the second most popular dialect
It
in
says
Star Wars.
Twi'leki. It has an I to the end of it, but it says real.
Also known as RYL, real, Ryle.
Ryle. Real.
Maybe it's real, maybe it's Riloth.
Maybe it's real hard to say.
Shut it
Mopar's
down.
on his fucking.
Shut it down. Either way, anyways, I know what you're saying. Language is weird, to say the least.
Let's talk about that a little bit. So language within the galaxy.
Yeah.
Let's just assume that English was a native language on a planet there. how the fuck does how the issue is how does Chewie know what the fuck Han's saying? Because neither of them can produce each other's languages.
But you can hear it and know and get used to what the sounds are, what they
So just
what they mean.
sound to meaning. I was thinking more of like an interpreter. Like there's got to be someone that knows both. But I guess you could just live with some dude for a while and know when he scratches his nuts, he's got to go piss. So, well, you know what I'm saying?
No,
there
I
doesn't
was
have to
mean,
be a
like-
translator.
Well, yeah, it is a translator interpreter kind of thing, but you don't have to. You physically can't reproduce the Wookiee language if you
They-
wanted to.
Yeah, but they can also. I doubt they can reproduce English
Right.
or Galactic Basic.
But if you hear it and you start understanding and learning the words,
right, that's what I'm saying.
all it
You're just
is.
gonna absorb it, and it's gonna be all meaning though. He's gonna go, and you're gonna know that's mac and cheese.
I don't know.
Because every time he goes to the goddamn microwave, cooks up some.
It's the whole Alkali Lake syndrome with the mac and cheese and the cosplay stuff.
He lost me.
Really? That was a throwback to an old episode. Alkali Lake, she loves mac and cheese. She's an amazing cosplayer. Check her out. Also, Wookiees. I don't know why Chewbacca wants mac and cheese.
Galactic.
Galactic mac and cheese.
Galactic mac and cheese. Is that like
Space Mac.
government cheese? Do they have an Empire
The Empire Standard.
Empire Bantha cheese? Bantha milk?
Why do you think, though, that basic is Galactic Basic? Like, who's the first species to use basic? I assume humans. And because humans are took
We're-
over the galaxy like everything else.
Were humans the first? I don't think so. That's the issue about, not the issue, but that's kind of the cool thing about Star Wars is it's fantasy. It's not sci-fi. There's not an origin story of humans.
Well, kind of. From Coruscant.
No.
Or Corellia.
No.
We're going to find out. I'll tell
We're
you
gonna
that.
look it up at least. No, but I mean, Galactic Basic. It's just kind of it's a movie, and people didn't think about it at first. So
Well, I understand almost everything in Star Wars started that way, but there is an actual story for it now, which is interesting. But I am curious now because I don't know if I've ever looked this up. I kind of just assumed Coruscant. Humans
Alderaan.
were a species of bipedal beings with bilateral symmetry native to the planet Coruscant. Yeah. So they're all from Coruscant originally. And then they went out and inhabited other places. Okay. What the fuck is happening? That was the loudest thing of all time. I don't know who heard that, if it was just us. Some ad popped up for some goddamn game, Call of Duty 47. I couldn't even hear anything. So we looked up humans, and I wanted to look up one more thing, Galactic Basic. And I'm curious as to who started this friggin' language. Galactic Basic Standard. Let's see. The most prevalent language in the galaxy. Oh, there's some shit in here from Old Republic about the Rakata.
from KOTOR, if you guys don't know,
Yeah, that's the Old Republic.
at least that's what we know them by. They're
Right.
on the Lost Planet right
Right,
before
right.
you get to the Starforge. The Rakata, and you have to go kill the one.
Okay, so it's when they kind of were like uniting the first Galactic Republic. That was
Chosen.
since that was the language of Coruscant, which was the language of the humans, and that was kind of like the center of everything. It sounds like they just kind of picked one, and just like everyone you got to use it. Doesn't matter. Just like English, colonial people, just like everyone speaking English.
Well,
The majority of the countries in the world speak English.
right, because
Like you can go to Europe and
because
speak English and get by.
England and America have owned the entire Earth at one point. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
that's- we took you over. You might want to be able to talk to us.
Which is sad and also convenient at the same time.
My God,
So
That
if
was
you want to
very-
travel, I'm just joking around.
a little bit.
Just a bit. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting.
Guys, we have another announcement.
What's the announcement?
Dude, I got a fucking Xbox One.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Yeah, it's been years since we've been fucking around with that.
Been released.
But
Finally happened.
yeah, there was a deal. 50
You don't
bucks
sound
up.
like so excited about it.
Guys, I play it sometimes. No, I
We've been talking about this shit forever.
yeah.
Like Since the podcast started, the fucking Xbox One came out before we started the podcast. So
Yeah.
the entire history of our show, we've been like, well, one of these days we're gonna make it happen. Play some Battlefront, do some whatever, and now we can. So anyone that's listening, if you have an Xbox One,
And
if
like
you want to play
Battlefield.
games, Battlefield 4 is a game of choice. Also in the mix is Dark Souls 3, but you can't really choose who you play with on that one, so never mind. And you're playing what, Tom Clancy, motherfucker?
The Division, and I literally have gone through like the tutorial. They have a couple side missions that you do.
Good, bad, tough,
So confused.
confused? Yeah.
It's the gameplay. I just haven't got used to it because it partly looks like an MMO because while I'm in my base, there's people with like online gamer tags.
Kind of like Destiny. You never played Destiny.
That's exactly what Butterclone said.
Yeah,
I have
it's
no
kind of
clue.
like Destiny. There's like a main hub where everyone that's in the game, you can see the people that are like kind of on your network.
It seemed like so I can go to that hub and I can choose a quest or whatever the fuck you want to do. Call
Right.
it
Mission.
and then I
Quest
can just
thing.
say, hey, you, and you come with me, and we're gonna go do this and make a couple bucks.
So that's how you do the matchmaking.
I guess I literally have done everything by myself so far.
Okay.
But the graphics fucking amazing. The gameplay is really fucking good, and it's not.
Is it kind of like
It's not a first person, but it's like over the it's kind of like Gears of War, but you're back a little bit further.
So it's like Ghost Recon
Ish,
and
yeah,
Rainbow
yeah.
Six Vegas.
I guess.
I assume it's all Tom Clancy stuff. So
Yeah. So
it's
I
in the
assume.
same vein.
But it's if I've gotten this right, the game is based off of shit hit the fan basically on Earth. There was an epidemic. A lot of people died. There were riots. All the governments couldn't handle the riots, so the government started collapsing. And the Division is a fail-safe group that they have had training and they don't know each other, but they all have this goddamn Apple Watch, iWatch shit. That when it goes off, they just know I gotta go. Whatever the fuck you're doing, drop everything, and you gotta go take care of business. So
And Euchre game early. I gotta get out of here.
actually, Euchre bitch done.
You gotta finish Euchre first.
But yeah, so it's a cool. So I mean, it's just you're in New York City, and it's just everything's on fire. Half shit's destroyed while you're walking around. People are getting murdered in the streets, and you gotta let some of it go because you only have a certain amount of ammo when you go into.
So they kind of made it like that then, like a little bit of a survival aspect.
Oh yeah,
Like you're limited.
yeah.
That's cool.
Not survival as far as you and your character, but more survival as there's not abundance of everything. You have to be careful what you
Yeah.
use, but which makes it realistic. You can't have unlimited shits in your pockets.
Yeah.
So,
Which
but-
yeah. Go ahead.
no, I mean, but halfway through a quest, you'll have
A quest?
What the fuck you call it?
Not when it's a shooter. You don't call it a quest.
Halfway through your
If it's a fantasy, you call it a quest.
it's a journey.
Yeah. Thang. Yeah. Mission, I would say. If it's a shooter, you probably call it a mission or a campaign.
I don't know, but once you're done with the
Campition. True car fishing. Anyways. So,
No, I mean,
good?
there's-
First impressions?
Yeah,
Awesome?
very good. Confusing because I just don't know the gameplay yet, which you're gonna get in every fucking game unless it's Dark Souls 2 to Dark Souls 3 because it's gonna be the same.
Stop all of it.
It's not the same gameplay,
Yeah, but once you get the gameplay down, you can play the game.
right?
You're
So that's
making
what
it
I'm
sound
saying.
like the mechanics of the game are confusing.
Of what?
The way you're saying it sounds like the structure of the game and how you move and shoot and change things is confusing.
Oh no, that's perfect.
Oh,
Easy as hell. I just don't understand the whole MMO aspect
I see what
of
you
it.
mean. Okay, I see what
How
you
do
mean.
I add new quests to shit? I don't.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how the online aspect works in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure what you would even call that either,
Game knowledge.
which is weird.
The game doerisms.
Okay, now I know what you mean though.
But yeah, the way you shoot and everything, it's
Fluid,
pretty standard.
cool.
Shoot, throw,
Trigger,
done.
aim, bitch.
You died.
Very cool.
Yeah, the graphics are fucking great. it's really cool because it's more of like an open map. While you can't go anywhere, you kind of can. It's kind of, it's like it's
You're
not like
stuck, but never mind.
It's not like an Assassin's Creed where no matter what, there's a building that you can go up, but you can go in between all the buildings and just keep going. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it's a more closed world than I'm thinking. It's just I just haven't been everywhere yet. So, but
Well-
if you want to play some fucking Battlefield 4 with Commander and I,
That's the main shit. Battlefield, by the way, we've loved it. We've raved about it. We've played it. We've mastered it. It's amazing. It's a whole other beast on Xbox One. Not
it's
so
the
you have,
same thing.
Well, it's the same game, but in terms of online play, it's different. It's different. You have 2 extra command posts for every map.
That's the biggest thing is all the command posts have moved like one command post over.
Well, they haven't moved. The names are slightly different. But it's so the maps are all bigger. There's 2 extra command posts. There's more people because you can get to 32 on 32, which is fucking madness by itself.
Yeah.
There's the vehicles. There's a double amount of vehicles. So it's just what we've stressed about Battlefield is that you have to work together. You have to play the objective. It is even more true on Xbox One and PS4. And
Yeah.
if everyone is running around like it's Call of Duty, nothing's going to get done. And it's going to be the most frustrating thing ever. But if you have like 2 people on your squad that know what they're doing,
Well, not now. You got to have like 10 now.
well, true.
One of the biggest things with the Xbox One is because the maps are so big, you can't just walk place to place. You have to like set up transportation, call a fucking Uber early. I got to go to B from D, you know.
Yes. I got lucky enough the other night to land into a squad in a match that knew what they were doing. They all had mics, except for me, because we just got this, so I don't have a mic yet. But he was an ace in the chopper, which was amazing. Because he would just swoop down to an objective and pick me up, and then get back up and run over to some other place, let me drop down, spin around, launch missiles at some people.
We know
I
how
would
a
capture the
helicopter
objective. Like it was, well, it's astounding because I am terrible at flying helicopters. So when I see someone, especially when I'm in the chopper and they're just effortlessly like, "Boo, drop you off, back up," that shit's crazy.
You look like you're just scooping ice cream.
Well, just in case, I can't
Drop Commander off,
it's-
get some fucking
exactly,
chunky
yeah.
monkey.
Exactly. So, but it's amazing as ever. It's more of a challenge. It's a lot more fun. I fucked up somehow. I had to start. Normally, you can transfer your stats. I have to start from 0 because I had an option to transfer, and I said no, and now I can't undo that. So, I started from 0. I'm already back up to like level like 55 or something. So,
Are you really?
well, because I had the 200% boost. I had like 4 of them. Because the premium and my battle packs transferred. So when I launched it, I opened like 50, 60 battle packs. So I had a ton of XP boost. So I turned the 200% XP boost on. I played a few matches, and I just went
There was a 400%
madness.
400% boost over the weekend.
And that was it too. Yeah, a few matches there. Yeah, it was crazy. So
Yeah.
I'll be back up there soon.
I notice everyone's a
fun.
goddamn engineer. If they're either
most
an
people, yeah.
engineer or a sniper.
Yep. Oh, I've seen mainly engineer and assault
I have not.
because I've gotten revived a lot.
No one's got revived me. You played on a goddamn team. I played on fucking softball, little league bitches. They're all
That's the
running around.
difference.
Yeah. Well, I've been revived. I think a half the time, and it didn't work.
Half the time.
But
Great.
no, like I love it because you just take a spot and you're going to the next spot and you see it blinking again. You're like, fuck, you turn around and there's like 8 tanks and you're like, well, goddamn. But before you know it, it's been hit like 4 times from every angle and the tank's confused because they're like, oh shit, which one should I shoot at?
Dude.
And then you take it out and then you rage.
Yes. It's stressful because, like, one of the big maps, like Goldman Railway, that has 7 command points, at your spawn point, your main base, you have the option to do 4 tanks at the beginning of the game.
That one's-
4! And if
one's
they all
dumb.
decide to go to the same command point, you can't do anything. 4 tanks run at you. You can't do anything. You just have to chill for a second and let them do their thing and then run away. Like, it's unstoppable.
You know-
unless they split up.
You know what I've been doing is I'll be noticing all those tanks coming and from like every angle, and I will be you're running around doing shit and trying to
Right.
shoot other people,
Right.
And then someone tags a tank, and you're like, well, shit, there's a tank. I'll go there. Oh shit, there's no tank, and I started just laying down. Just right, just like hopefully I'm gonna die. I'll just lay on the ground already.
That's true, and that's when it's not tanks that you're looking at. I've actually noticed that a lot too. Like if I tag someone, my tendency is to try to shoot them right away. But if they're running the opposite direction, they don't see me and they're far away. I've just been trying to get in the habit of like I'm gonna tag them and I'm not gonna waste my fire and alert their attention, and they just turn around and snipe my face.
Yeah, I don't know why you ever did that.
I don't know. I was always just like, guy, shoot, done, fuck, what? So
No, I
just
tag them and then I try to cut them off.
Yeah.
and get a better shot.
So I never did as much of that. So I'm trying to be
I'm-
more tactical and flank.
Is
The term that they say.
I started doing
Military.
record that Xbox.
Yeah.
I juked the fuck out of this guy. I mean,
That's
it's
a cool thing, too.
It's astounding.
Yeah.
I was rounding a corner next to a building.
No.
And the building was like blown out, that side of the building. So as I rounded the corner, I saw him to my left coming like at me. So what the fuck I did was I just rounded the corner and kept going. So I knew he was going to try to cut through the building. So I went back right through and just shot him in the back of the head with my goddamn Uzi. That's the other thing is my SR2 somehow just disappeared. And that's my fucking gun. So I've been having
like that gun, yeah.
I've adjusted to actually it's a faster fire rate. Where there was one more that's faster, but it's not accurate and
Not at all.
it's not accurate. It doesn't do a lot of damage comparatively.
But it's just one that you just go because
Well, yeah, but
it's so quick.
but the thing that I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, so
Yeah, that was the rough part about not having my stats. It's like I can come back from level 1, but it's just not having the guns that I'm used to having.
Why
and the
don't-
first guns are just like I can't even they can't even freaking shoot.
right, well, I'm using a gun I've never used before, so I got to use the goddamn stock
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm like
Terrible.
at the end of the goddamn gun. There's just like 2 Pop-Tarts, and I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to hit some shit with this?
No aim, no sights at all.
No sights.
Yeah.
You just see 2 lines, and you're just like, what the fuck?
I know.
You gotta shoot through bunny ears and shit.
It's rough.
But so I'm getting used to it. But as soon as I get that SR2, I'm going back to it because I mean that's rape.com.
A lot of those upgrades, unfortunately, we have to play the campaign to get.
No one plays that shit, and if you do, you don't. Because fuck that.
If you do, you play it just to get the multiplayer unlocks.
True.
Or
true.
you can pay EA and just unlock it for.
I might have to
$40.
go back. I wonder if there's more campaign with Xbox One.
I haven't played the campaign at all.
Yes, you have, because it was the day you bought it.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, I apologize. But barely. That was not much.
No, I don't think you got through the first level.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm falling. Yeah, let's
Multiplayer.
Multiplayer. Fuck falling. Say
But it's
Mustafar.
good. So anyone on Xbox One, if you want to play Battlefield 4 with us, Commander Cody's
God, this beer's jizzing all over everything. Commander Cody was saying something. Go ahead.
Commander Cody 01 is me on Xbox Live, and
Me is Mopar Melton.
yes, if you can't spell that,
No
it's just too
numbers
bad.
because I'm the only one.
Yeah, I was salty when I looked up Commander Cody, and that was like 7 years ago, and someone already had it. I was pretty frustrated. That was back in the zombie days, man. Black Ops Zombies. No,
you made it sound like they're
World
actual
at War.
zombies.
Yeah.
That was back in zombie
I
days.
registered my Xbox Live gamer tab back in the apocalypse. Zombies
Back when the
everywhere, man.
apocalypse.
I had to it was crazy.
Yeah, end of the world. I hated it.
First thing I did when I survived was registered a gamer tag.
Registered.
Commander Cody, it was already taken. I had to do 01. But no, those were glory days, man. Back in the World at War Call of Duty Zombies.
I never
That
had
was a lot of fun.
Never had any of that.
I know you got the 360 after that, when we were onto the Black Ops era, which was good. Black Ops is good because it's not as glitchy as World at War. But I mean, Der Riese is like the map.
I mean, I went.
Can't discount that
I feel
map,
like I
man.
went like 7 years without a system because I had like the original Xbox, played
then you just
KOTOR
waited.
and Battlefront 2, and then it was just
Yeah.
like 7 years later. So I missed out on owning like Guitar Heroes and all that shit.
It happens.
Not again, Xbox One, bitch. Get on there.
But yeah, it's fun. Glad we have it. Add us, play with us. The only other game I'm playing right now. Well, actually, let's talk about this first. So when I got this thing, I bought Dark Souls 3. Obviously, it's amazing. I bought Battlefront. Mm-hmm. We talked shit about Battlefront before I had ever played it. And I wanted to buy it now that I actually had the console and play it on my own and give it a chance and I've talked too much shit about this without actually giving it a try. No, I can't do it. You dropped the ball.
It looks fucking great.
It looks great, but you dropped the ball. You had so much opportunity to do like everything you ever wanted with the Star Wars game.
Well, the bad thing is, I think
you didn't do it.
It may become something that's amazing because they're adding all these cool extra characters and all these cool extra worlds that it's just like, you released a pregame is what you released.
Extra maps and characters is fine, but the core gameplay is just not there.
I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was simple though.
It's simple. But
Although I
once
didn't
you
play it on hard, though.
because once you play Battlefield, it's like we love Battlefield 4 and we love Battlefront 2 from the original Xbox. Battlefront 1 and 2 really. But when you have the option of classes, 5 different classes for each faction, there's 4 factions, options are almost limitless.
Well, what the issue was there's no strategy involved in Battlefront. Absolutely no strategy.
The old ones or the new one?
Well, truly all of them, all 3, but the old ones were
Well,
a more
there
simplistic time. But if Battlefront was supposed to be based off Battlefield, you can't
It could
run.
have been, and it should have been.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't just run into a goddamn command post and expect to just take it.
Yeah, you're gonna get lit up.
You're gonna get the lit. You're gonna get all the
Darth
lits.
Vader's gonna be standing there just like, bitch.
But no, you can do that in fucking Battlefront because there's like 2 guys and there's not really anything around.
You can do it in Battlefront 1 and 2 because we play against the AI. If the original Battlefronts were still on like multiplayer, it would not be that way. We never got the chance to really play Xbox Live back then. And that's the difference. If I could play the current Battlefront against AI, everything would be done in a day.
Yeah.
I would take the game back.
You
It'd be boring as fuck. But it's multiplayer, it's more challenging, but it's still, there's not much depth to it. You know what I mean?
See, the gameplay I played was like a survival mode.
But, still.
So it was against AI, and then there was like AT-ATs coming at me.
Oh, yeah, but
or
that one still
ATSTs.
ends at 15, right?
I think 10 or 15.
Or did they change it yet?
And it was easy as fuck. It was me and Steve Davey, and we were hammered, and we were drinking all fucking day, and it was like 7 p.m., and we're like, hey, let's put this shit in, because we can't feel our bodies. So
I thought they were going to patch that, or not patch it, but update it so it was like longer than 15 levels.
I don't know, but if fucking Modern Warfare 3 can have unlimited,
That's why I was.
then why did Xbox One not have...
That was the only good thing about Modern Warfare 3 was that survival.
I kind of want to play it right now.
It was good. It was good.
That was a cool thing because you had perks. Because you'd go through a round, run around. It's the same thing as zombies. But you'd run around, grab some perks, set up a turret, have your helicopter ready, and then just be like, Juggernauts, bitch. And then they'd come in and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah. So,
I like the map. I did like the maps in Modern Warfare 3 too. Modern Warfare 3 also. 32.
32. I'm not surprised if they get there one day. Dude. I'm sad, but I'm happy that I didn't talk shit for no reason about Battlefront. Like I talked shit and then I played it and I was like, yeah, I was probably right. But I'm still sad that it could have been so much more than it was, dude. Where's the you only made 50% of Star Wars. And that just proves our point that we've talked about. Like they are blackballing the prequels like mad.
So hold on to that for a second.
Okay.
Keep that in your mind.
Okay.
Because I'm going to forget.
What are you saying?
About Battlefront. Let's talk about the specifics of why we don't like it. So my issue is the lasers shoot so fucking slow that you have to you have to lead the person like it's a goddamn football game. And you're thrown to a goddamn receiver. He's not trying to catch the laser. Shoot his ass.
The other Battlefronts
like,
were the same way, so...
No, it's instant.
No, it was not instant. It wasn't as bad, but it wasn't instant. So I forgave that a little bit.
But if I'm shooting something across the map, I get it. But the dude's right in front of me, and I still have to lead the thing. Like, no, I'm throwing a thermal detonator.
Negative.
Dude, the thermal detonators, dude. It's all graphics. The game looks fucking amazing, and they have the characters there. It's just something about the simplistic gameplay is my issue. That, okay, I can be 2 things, and either way, I'm going to beat the fucking thing easily, and or if I'm playing multiplayer, I'm going to get my ass raped.
I only play multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
Because it's a multiplayer game. I'm playing multiplayer.
Multiplayer.
It's because it's just too. You just made it too simple, man. You don't need to sugarcoat stuff anymore. We can handle it.
Man, I wish
we're
that-
big boy fans.
I'm
We
so
can handle it.
glad they went all the way out to the snow though.
Like,
Because it looked fucking amazing.
it does look great. I'm not gonna even talk shit about the graphics ever. It does look good.
Yeah.
But that's only one small aspect of a game.
It's 90%. You can have a
90%.
you can have a fucking horrific game, and if it's perfect,
No, absolutely not. I go play KOTOR all the time. Those graphics are
no, and
13 years old.
and that's the 10% that matters.
No,
No, I agree.
no. See, I think you got it backwards.
See,
Graphics are amazing, but if you can't beat a game, you can't beat gameplay. If it's clunky, if it's awkward, if it's too simple or too tough, you can't beat that. Like, you can't fix that with just pretty graphics. And maybe at first, maybe for a few weeks, but like, it's not gonna make the game better.
classes would do a lot if they
Classes,
forced
like, that's the main thing I was looking for.
Well, okay, but why would you need classes? Maybe if they had more vehicles or like set up so the maps were 100% set up, other than like the one Hoth that I saw. I hate the bonus coins that you pick up and choose. What the fuck
Why?
is that?
No, so bad.
Why don't you just start in a wow? Why don't you just start in a fucking fly around a hangar is what I'm fucking looking for.
Yes.
I wanted to call it that, but my mind went to like coat hanger. I'm like, that is definitely not the word.
Why don't you start in the laundry room? Come on.
With my snow speeder. But that's exactly how Battlefront does it, or Battlefield does it. You start, you get in your shit, and you go into battle.
Yeah.
Why do I have to run into battle and pick up a goddamn Zelda coin?
The token thing made me so angry. It's so dumb. Like, it should not be a random giveaway.
But the vehicles weren't a part of the map. You weren't fighting over vehicles. It was like, hey, you shot some dudes, and now there's some shit on the ground if you want to pick it up. It's like, no.
Yeah, like, unless it was Walker Assault, the vehicle battles were up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Everyone else was on the ground. And unless it was Walker Assault, they had no reason to, like, I mean, I'm sure you can swoop in with an X-Wing and try to, like, take out some stormtroopers, but, I mean, still, that's missiles shooting ants.
Yeah, trying to kill a cockroach with a rocket launcher.
That's what I was going for. So I think they dropped the ball. I think classes was the big thing that made me love Battlefront, because, like, it's not.
But it forces you to do
You're not
classes.
just a stormtrooper.
It forces you to do classes.
Because
Why?
you should have to.
Well, right.
It's a war. It's not 10 It's not 10 stormtroopers in one isolated location. It's a war. You need infantry. You need sharpshooters. You need shock troopers. You need commandos.
Well, the map. Okay, let's talk about the issues with the maps, though.
I don't really have as many issues with the maps,
I
except
did,
for, like
because
you
it was
said.
it was set up completely for infantry, but
Well, I
But
was going
there-
to say, like you said about the vehicles. Like,
But-
it didn't have a vehicle element.
right. There was no vehicle element on the ground, and there was no like, unless they have updated it and there's other stuff. Like, think about any Battlefield map. There's probably buildings that you can go into and set up shit, and
Set
revive your
spawn
stuff.
points, set mines.
Set mines, claymores, gather in there, revive your friends. No, you're just out on a snow field. There's always snow. Get out of the fucking snow.
You played Hoth too much.
That's I played
But
that
yeah,
one
there
and
was-
Sullust. I played Sullust a lot.
There was you had a partner, but you didn't have a squad. So every once in a while, if your partner wasn't dead, you could spawn on your partner, but your partner was random. I mean, I assume if we both got on at the same time, we could be partners. But
Yeah.
But I thought that was silly. Like, why just two people? That doesn't make sense. Also, the cards. It's cool that if you can have one character and a ton of different options. I get what they're going for, but at the same time, like, I don't want to have to switch up my entire class every time I spawn if a vehicle shows up and I have to switch everything to a mine and a rocket launcher to take out the vehicle, and then I have to switch back to whatever it is. Like, I just should have classes. Shock trooper, engineer, mechanic, whatever you want to call it.
They had them in Battlefront
Dude,
2.
and it was made by DICE. Take Battlefield 4 and make it look like Star Wars.
Put lasers.
That's all you had to do.
Put ATSTs. Put it in goddamn Dawnbreaker. They could have put it in all the fucking
That's all you had to do.
China
man.
Rising maps. I don't give a damn.
That's all you had to do.
Literally, that I would have been 1,000% okay with that.
I know.
Fuck your Sullust. Sell that shit on eBay. Don't there's no return. Can't give it back. Put that
I know.
shit Dawnbreaker. ATST's going through Dawnbreaker. Are you
That would be
fucking
awesome,
kidding
man.
me? That would have been perfect.
DJ Anthony in the chat here on Twitch says, Hardline is awesome. It's so hard to see in the snow all the time.
I know.
Yes,
you
it
need
is.
those Luke binoculars.
Honestly, the map selection too, I played multiplayer probably about 30 matches, and I would say 20 of them at least were on Hoth. It was snow, 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 ice, snow, Ewoks, snow, snow, snow. Like, it's just...
I'm not sure I even played. Oh yeah, I did play one on.
I played like one or two on
Yavin.
Endor.
Endor.
Endor,
Jeez, I was
and
mixing up.
one on Solist. Yeah, it was like Hoth focused. Hoth Central. The Hoth system. But yeah, so that was a long rant to say,
Lord Vader.
I talk shit about
There are
Battlefront.
many worlds in this, this galaxy.
I talk shit about Battlefront. I bought Battlefront and played it, and my shit talking was confirmed true.
Yeah.
Not worth my time as a Star Wars fan. You drop the ball. Either you need a lot of DLC, but that's the thing. That's what I mean. Like, you can add maps and characters all day, but you're not going to change the fact that you don't have classes. And that's what at the core, and like how simple the game is, and that's at the core. It's just like, it's not going to change.
So step one, add ground vehicles, which forces you to add classes because the ground vehicles are very hard to fucking kill.
Yes.
Now you have to team up. All of a
Yes.
sudden it's a fucking game.
Yes. All of a sudden, it's actually an Xbox game that you wanted to make.
I mean,
the whole time.
truly.
So-
One fucking thing that I'm pissed off about. Mopar's going on a rant. Get ready.
Showdown.
Showdown by myself. Why the fuck can I play Skyrim on Xbox One? Get fucking updated, ya hoe!
It's not backwards compatible yet?
No!
Oh, that's rough.
I downloaded Fallout 3, but I couldn't do Skyrim. Come
That's-
on, man.
Well, they had a big promotion for Fallout 4. That's probably why. And they haven't announced Elder Scrolls 6 yet, so they're probably waiting for that.
Add it. I need it.
They also said some things at E3 last time that they were going to make the PC mods available on Xbox One. Because originally, like, the modding community is huge, but it was only for PC.
Yeah.
But
Maybe that's what they're still trying to figure out.
hopefully we'll get Elder Scrolls 6 announced like somewhat soon. But yeah, so that was one of the things that was, for both of us, kind of making us not want to trade in the 360. Because I still want to be able to play Skyrim if I decide to.
Well, I didn't trade in the 360 because I want to be able to play Battlefront 2
Yes.
if I want to.
Yes,
KOTOR.
and Battlefront. Yes.
And all the classics. So, and Skyrim. You fucking kidding
now,
me? Oh,
yeah.
so frustrating.
We'll
But
get there.
what the fuck were you talking about earlier? I said definitely remembered. You said
This is what always happens.
Oh no! I actually remember.
It's
You were
all
talking
dark.
about the prequels and how how they're just
Yes.
completely
So,
ignoring those.
the new canon and Disney, we feel, not obviously not confirmed, but we feel has been completely blackballing the prequels.
So I read something on Facebook. It was actually the thing was about Han Solo, but it had nothing. The article had nothing to fucking do about Han Solo.
Clickbait.
It basically just said, but it was like a trending hashtag or whatever the fuck you call
Trending
it.
clickbait. That's what they call it.
Trending, turn that shit off.
Anthony said Elder Scrolls Online. You haven't played that yet, have you? Elder Scrolls Online? Neither have I.
Neither. What was that?
I
Neither
was
have
just wondering.
No,
Continue.
I watched Butterclone do it, and the MMO thing just
I
it's
know.
over my head.
I know.
It just
I'm the
doesn't
same way.
end. It just doesn't end.
I'm the same way.
I like having more of a map that's custom to me because I fucked Tamriel up over here in the Western worlds, so it's burnt to the shit. But in an MMO, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and everything's still the same.
Yeah, it's random.
So. And people don't walk up to you and be like, "Hey, sneak thief, fuck off," just because your sneak's high. You know, in Skyrim, everything's
Yeah,
custom.
I know. You were talking some shit in episode 50 or whatever. Like, your destruction skill's really high. Oh, fuck your brother. I'm crazy. Anyway, so back to Han Solo article.
Oh yeah. So the thing was like titled Han Solo or Harrison Ford hurt himself, and that changed the script. which that was like 2% of the
I didn't
actual
hear about
article.
that.
Yeah, it was like 2% of the article.
What did it
one-
change?
I don't know. They didn't even fucking talk about it. But JJ was talking. Basically, at the end of the article, JJ was being interviewed and asked. You know, a lot of people don't like the movie because it's so similar to the original trilogy, specifically Episode 4.
Yes.
And he said, "Well, yeah, we made it like that because it's been so many years since a Star Wars movie has been made." And he half referenced that, and he said it's been so many years that a Star Wars movie has been made, and we wanted to reference that stuff. He said, yeah, there were the prequels that happened in between there, but we wanted to reference, you know, the original Star Wars and have that original theme. So he wasn't saying that they erased it, but he was just like, yeah, the original 3, that's what Star Wars is. And then there was like those other ones, but my issue and
I'm gonna force jokes on people from across
my
the world.
issue and my understanding to that is we in the Star Wars timeline, you're looking at Episode 6, then 7. So if you were gonna reference something, fine, original trilogy, it makes sense because that's
Of course.
that's the turmoil that's happening in the galaxy. That's the culture of the galaxy at that time. But it came from somewhere, fucker.
Yeah.
And the prequels don't. I mean,
Yeah.
the way maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I just had that intention in my head already as I read
I
it.
doubt it because they've been doing that kind of attitude towards the whole prequel thing. And I know we've talked shit about the prequels. If you listen past the episode, I complain. Episode 2, why the fuck ever was it made? But at the same time, you can't. In the overall story, you can't discount the story just because Lucas went a little crazy and forced himself to have complete control of the whole thing, kind of messed it up.
But so what's canon now? Like, they're doing such a pick and choose.
I know.
Like, it just needs to be. If you're gonna do
It
something
has
like
to be
that,
the movies, though.
I mean, it has to
prequels
be.
have to be included.
Just say everything on film. That easy. Movies and the animated series. Period. Done.
Yeah.
But
That's
now you
what
got
I
to be
thought.
like.
That's what I thought.
But now you're like, oh well, this and then those other kind of shits happen, and then
Yeah.
Christmas specials definitely canon. And
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah.
Kerner says episode 1 is the worst thing ever made by a human. No, episode 2 is the worst thing. ever
No,
made by a
Batman
human.
Forever is the worst thing.
That's true. Actually, watch episode 2 and then watch Batman Forever and rethink your life.
So the
Batman
biggest thing
Forever is bad.
So we do fanboy commentary. If you guys are first time listeners, where we comment along to movies. We did all 6 Star Wars, and then we went through the
It's true.
90s,
All
the
of it.
late 80s and 90s Batman stuff. So obviously we're huge Star Wars fans. We've watched episode 1 100 times already. People complain about it. Fine, I get it. I don't think it's as bad as people say, but whatever. At that same time period, maybe a year or two before, Batman Forever comes out.
Well, Batman Forever is 95.
That was 96.
Batman and Robin's 97.
Still,
Yes.
call it 3 years. The graphics in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin were so horrific that I would choose goddamn 1983 Terminator over that shit.
Well, the thing that I usually go back to, and what you brought up after you watched The Matrix, finally, The Matrix is actually revered as one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever, and that was made in '98,
Yeah.
1 year before Episode 1.
Episode 1 looks.
Go watch those 2 movies back to back, motherfucker. Go watch those, man. Episode 1 looks fantastic.
And the crazy thing is, if you have the Blu-ray Episode 1, holy fuck, it's
Dude.
a completely new
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
But even the original looks great. They did so much upgrade on the CGI in Episode 1, rather than comparatively to all the other ones.
Right.
That it was just astounding. I mean, they erased Yaddle out of every fucking scene.
Thank God.
Yoda's not a puppet anymore, which
God.
is fucking amazing. Just the fact that they can do that, like, woo, and they're like, yeah, we'll just put some shit over here, and like, we'll put a big rock in the Jedi Council chambers.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Yeah. Yeah, I know I've hated on the prequels. I think I've come around though, because you got to watch it. It's because like
Comparatively,
you
to
have
everything.
it's the nostalgia factor gets in your way all the time, and we've argued like this is the thing we've argued with old older Star Wars fans, like who were around for when the originals came out in theaters, that say the prequels are the worst things ever made, the nostalgia factor gets in the way. It's a real thing. You have to acknowledge it. Because if the first thing you ever saw as a kid was Empire, then nothing ever is going to top that, no matter how good it is, because that's the first thing you ever saw on it. It was held closely in your heart for years.
You know what's funny is the first thing that I ever saw was Empire.
Really?
That was the first Star Wars movie that I ever saw.
And you're liking it less and less, you said, on one episode.
The biggest one that I'm liking less
Only
and less
because
is
of-
6.
Yes.
6 is a
Yes.
huge issue because
Yes.
just like Nets and oh my god, C-3PO is all of a sudden a fucking god to these teddy bears,
I know.
and also they beat the strongest
I know.
501st Squadron motherfuckers.
But the nostalgia factor is the thing.
Yeah,
So
I know.
So it's just it's just frustrating because you can't have a conversation with that in that kind of setting.
Let's
It's like
get-
the prequel suck. Stop.
Let's get next time's opinion on them erasing.
We got our video person, also Beer Man, also next time over here in the corner.
What's your opinion of JJ just saying, you know what? He didn't directly say it, but you know, just kind of openly discounting the prequels. I know you're not a huge fan of them, but
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the prequels, but at the same time, like I loved Episode 1 when it came out. It kind of brought me back to Star Wars from like when I was a young child and didn't really know what the fuck it was, but loved it. Because that was when I was first introduced to Star Wars.
How, can you be an old child? When I was a young child.
Well, I was still a kid when Episode 1 came out. I was just older. It was like what, 10, 12? How the fuck old I was?
young child. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, like I don't know. The first I saw, my dad introduced me to Star Wars when I was like 4 or 5. You know, he got the box set of the special features extended.
Yeah.
And you had to fucking fast forward through an hour and a half of VHS of them just talking about the
credits.
special features.
Dude, it was
Yeah,
credits.
It was before the actual movie even started.
Yeah. Wow.
So, but yeah, so then Episode 1 kind of brought me back into it, and then I played the shit out of the pod racing game on Nintendo 64 because it's the best like racing game I've ever played.
but just
and so I kind of just love it. But you know, discounting it kind of like it happened. It's part of the story. I can understand why they don't want that to be the primary story that they're telling because the plot was hands down the worst part of those movies. Like the graphics were fine, good for their time.
Worst part.
No, well, I mean, unless you count Jar Jar, but
The plot, though. That's just something.
Jar Jar's still.
no, right, exactly. But the plot was not good. There was a lot of
It was the
things that I didn't like.
I think the character development, the relationships and the character development was the bad thing.
Yes.
The plot works. The CGI was great.
The overall
People
plot
were-
of 1 is that Palpatine wants shit to happen in his favor.
What's
and it was
2?
confusing as fuck.
What's the plot to 2?
Same thing. And the entire prequels is
there's
that
still,
plot.
still a bunch of evil. Is there another sand planet? Geonosis? We'll go there. Like, fuck it.
The entire prequels is Palpatine doing what he wants people to do. And at the same time, Anakin, you know, becomes evil and fucks people up. But I think it was kind of I think it was kind of confusing. But that was the overall plot.
Prequels, CGI was amazing. The original trilogy, the sets and the physical sets that they make, astounding. Even today, you look at JJ. He made a great movie, and he based it off the same stuff. Love it. One thing that JJ did do that I
Yep.
absolutely love is he did. So one thing that Lucas always did well was he had concept artists draw the fuck out of everything. Just draw. If it's good enough, we'll put it in the goddamn universe. If it makes sense, whatever.
Yep.
It could become something huge, or it could just be something in the background. Just fucking draw it.
Yep.
That's what JJ did.
Yeah.
They just said, okay, these characters, we need someone to make some shit. Well, this is kind of what she's gonna be like. Team of fucks. You better get ready. And then they start drawing, but that's
Yeah.
at least it's, you know, outside ideas coming in rather than, you know, we already have her drawn. I thought of it when I was on the shitter yesterday. It's gonna look like a circle with a circle. Wait, that's BB-8. I did kind of like that because they were working on BB-8s. You saw the flying BB-8.
Yeah, I actually like the flying one a lot.
So they had a CGI or like a concept artist CGI guy, and he came up with a few different things, and one of them was a hovering not like a Sith probe droid that Maul used,
It
but
looked honestly like BB-8's head with some wings.
like a hovercraft.
Yeah. And it was like a little thing kind of like hovered around you. And
It was just like a drone.
Navi from Zelda,
Yeah.
from Ocarina of Time. So that's kind of what it
Listen.
looked like. And I liked it actually, but they didn't pick it. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I feel like they're blackballing the prequels, and I know where they're coming from, but I think the old fans have been so butthurt forever. They're just never gonna let it go, even though I feel like deep down they kind of want to. I feel like deep down they kind of want to watch episode 1 and be like, yeah, I understand.
The good
Lucas
thing,
made a few mistakes.
We've
Jar
already
Jar's
talked
stupid.
We've
Let's
already
do it.
talked about it. Prequels, they introduced so much shit and they shoved so much stuff into the screen. A lot of people didn't like it. I get it because it diluted the character development and everything. But now we have goddamn Sullust and Mustafar and Utapau and General Grievous and there's shit every little fucking species in it is amazing and I love it and it works. It's fine. I'll credit JJ for taking the good stuff out of the original trilogy, but stop pissing on the fucking prequels. I hate the picking and choosing of what's real and what's not.
Yeah, I agree. Also, remember that
Next topic. Also remember what?
closing point. Remember that the prequel era represents a completely different time of the Star Wars universe. It's supposed to be vividly different from when the prequel era happens, when the original trilogy happens. A thriving republic with thousands of worlds, everyone's working together, and then war strikes, Palpatine takes shit over, and now you're in the dingy empire where stormtroopers and humans have control of everything, and everything goes to shit. It's supposed to be drastically different.
Last comment.
Yes.
Think about what Obi-Wan says to Luke back before the dark times, before the Empire. Like, it's in the goddamn, like, second scene of the first movie. Like, you can see it in his eyes and hear it in his voice that, like, shit was way better, like, 30 years ago,
Yeah.
bro. Like, there was
It's 1,000 Jedis.
1,000 Jedis,
Tons of bars on Coruscant.
strip clubs left
Happy
and
hour
right.
all day.
Twi'leks were free. Wait, no, but I mean, just right off the bat, you can hear it in Obi-Wan's voice. He's telling Luke, "Dude, the shit was great." Just how the people, dude, 70s, 60s were fucking amazing. Your shit sucks.
Exactly.
Same thing.
So-
next topic, Rita from Power Rangers. We've got
So-
Elizabeth Banks, and they released a picture of her in a full-out Rita suit.
They did. Yeah, let's pull it up. So the Power Rangers movie is real. It is happening. Whether you want to believe or accept it or not, it's going down. And Elizabeth Banks is playing Rita. Let's pull this up here.
See, okay. I'm not a huge fan of Elizabeth Banks. That's nothing against her. There's not been a lot of movies that I absolutely like with her in them.
Hunger
that
Games?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
I forgot she was in it. I actually hate her character, so fuck that.
I hate her character, but she is
kills
a
it.
very versatile actress.
I'll agree. Very
Versatile.
Maybe
She's
there
in
was,
Wet Hot American Summer too. Like, you
Yeah.
want me to be a goofy ass
Yeah.
camp fucking counselor or
maybe there was just one movie that I really didn't like with her in it. But regardless, when I saw this, I was surprised, to say the very least, because if you think of Rita from the original Power Rangers, which is, we're talking the original season of Power Rangers,
Yeah.
the original seasons of Power Rangers, Rita looks like a psychotic Asian
Madonna.
badoo.
She looks like an evil
Buddhist.
alien Madonna.
Evil alien Madonna, yes. Now we have an evil Super Saiyan Madonna.
She honestly looks like a Mortal Kombat character. That's the first thing I said. With the way that her armor is and like the spikes on her shoulders and everything. And
See, okay,
people on Twitch can see this right now, but if you're listening, you go look it up.
what I do like, and what I do think references a little bit to the original Rita. Her finger things
Yes.
are I like it.
I don't
really-
dislike it. I just wasn't expecting it. I'm trying to like kind of make sense of it all.
Sure. That I like, and
Yeah.
I like it because I'm thinking of Rita.
Yeah.
And that's almost the only thing, honestly. Everything else is different, which is fine. It's a different movie, guys. They're not trying to remake the shit.
You don't have to read everything.
The original Power Rangers movie, goddamn Pink Ranger, what you doing? Let's get to her armor. So what are your thoughts, Commander?
I'm wondering why she's so accented green. Because in my mind, the Power Rangers are the ones that have different colors, and Rita never had a color.
They're color-coded.
But Rita never had a color. Rita never had a specific color.
Yeah, zebra print.
Stop. Never happened.
Cheetah print. What was her undies?
Rita print.
Rita that was
She
perfect.
never had a.
Rita
she didn't
print
have
undies.
a particular color, so she looks like a freaking. The fact that she's in all green is like, was she a Power Ranger? Was she the Green Ranger? She went bad. Now she's evil. Now she's fighting against the Power Rangers.
But look what
I just
you're
don't know
doing.
why the
Look
fuck
what
she's
you're
in all
doing.
green. I don't know. Oh my god.
Exactly. Oh no, I'm questioning something about a movie I haven't seen yet. Oh my god, I hate it because I don't know.
No, I don't hate it. I want to know why the fuck she's all green.
Please, who gives a damn? Second, does that not look fucking sweet?
Yeah, it looks cool. I like it.
I love the armor. I don't care if it doesn't remind me of Rita. It looks fucking sweet. She looks like she's flying through that fucking air. She looks like she can actually take a bitch down.
Yeah.
Look at the dirt on her shoulders. Take a bath. But it's fine because Rita's crazy.
Yep.
You just zoomed in on her.
That was an accident.
Oh, the hair stuff. I don't get it. You look like You look like Jared Leto playing a goddamn Joker.
No, it's tied back in a ponytail.
Oh, I thought that was a hat.
It's a ponytail.
A little bit cold right on the crown
This
of the.
motherfucker over here.
She's got boobs. She's a girl. Perfect.
No, I mean the armor looks cool. I'm just like I said, I'm not mad about it. I don't know. I want to see how it's gonna play out in the movie. We just gotta wait. For
I
that.
think she actually does stuff.
That'd be
Whoa.
good. That'd be nice.
That's what I'm saying. So she's gonna be an actual character.
be good.
Rita wasn't a character in the original Power Rangers. She was
She's
a
like,
mad,
make my clay dummies.
no, she was a
Bye.
mad scientist who didn't know science.
She didn't do anything. Really.
She was just like, let's make some shit. Clayman, do some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
That's all she did.
I agree.
She wasn't the cook. She was the person that thought up drunken recipes. Mac and cheese with beef. Can we put hot sauce in it too?
Better
And-
add that baking soda, motherfucker.
Bacon soda. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I'm
And
excited to see what it's gonna be. Yeah,
I
for sure.
truly think this could be one of the breakthrough, not one of the biggest, but one of the breakthrough movies that come out of what is it, 2017? Because it's coming out through giants. We've got Star Wars every fucking year. We've got DC and Marvel not killing it, but
Marvel's
they're-
killing it.
They will be. They will be
DC's
killing
almost
it.
killing it. Yep.
Wonder Woman, that shit's gonna hit the fan. Doctor Strange, I'm gonna love it. So it's gonna.
Absolutely.
We're all gonna be looking at those, and then Power Rangers gonna sneak up the ass and come out.
90s kids, bitch.
Dude,
All
I'm
the
so
90s
excited.
kids are gonna love it. Yeah. DJ Anthony in the chat says Deadpool the movie. He loved it. I would agree. It was amazing. One of the funniest movies. One of the best superhero movies that I've ever seen, ever, of all time, including everything.
Rita looks fucking dumb.
Apparently, Mopar doesn't like Deadpool very much.
No, I loved it. I thought I agreed. I agree.
100%.
No, I do. Yeah, it was the funniest movie I've seen at least in 10 years.
Yeah, since Superbad came out in theaters.
That's the one
That's the
movie
marker. Yeah,
you and I saw that together. Our
course.
faces hurt.
of course.
I had not laughed that. People don't do that on camera. You have
Usually
period.
they usually don't.
Dude, you got period blood on your pants. What is that? Oh, we're blood, blah, 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 blah. If I could speak today. Anyways, yeah,
So we'll see. Power Rangers, it will come out and we'll watch it. And trailer, hopefully at some point. We really can't say more until then.
have they released anything about like a new James Bond? Can they kill off Daniel Craig?
He wants to be killed off. From what I've read, he did not like filming Spectre at all. He hated it.
He liked filming Star Wars.
Yeah, of course. Star Wars.
Spoiler!
It's fucking Star Wars.
If you guys didn't know, Daniel Craig was the stormtrooper that was belligerently persuaded to drop his goddamn blaster on the way out when she
Yeah.
was tied up.
Yeah, he
So
let Ray out of the
out of the bindings or whatever the fuck, the torture table. So
You can probably tell in his voice, but yeah.
I
But yeah.
did not know at all.
Oh, really?
Not
Well,
even
see, I
close.
was probably listening for it because I knew he was going to be in there and I knew he was a stormtrooper. So when I heard him start talking to Rey, I was like, oh, that's James Bond.
You knew in the movie theater?
Yeah.
God damn, I don't.
Yeah, because
I didn't pay attention. I'm watching the movie.
Well, I mean, I'm watching the movie too, but that scene, there's not much going on except for her like.
You knew he. Yeah, but you knew he was in that scene.
No, not in that scene particularly, but I knew he was a stormtrooper, and I was like kind of looking out for his voice, and I heard it, and I was like, that's him.
Not even close. I didn't know. Huh? Interesting.
But yeah, apparently he did not like Spectre at all. If you've seen it, I haven't talked about it yet because he hasn't seen it yet. I have a lot to say, but I don't want to spoil anything. So
I don't want to watch it. So
You don't want to watch it?
no.
I thought it was entertaining.
Enough.
I thought it was barely entertaining. Enough. I thought they wasted Christopher Waltz, who's an amazing actor and an amazing villain, on one of the worst movies.
He's
Really.
one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite recent actors. Like Christopher Waltz has come out.
He's incredible. But I feel like his character as a villain. Now, I know Tommy Boy.
Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
Django.
Yes.
Period. End of
Yes.
end of everything.
Now, I know Tommy Boy knows more about the overall James Bond universe, and I mentioned this to him afterwards, but apparently he was an actual character in James Bond. So when people saw the movie that knew anything about anything in terms of James Bond, they knew who he was. But as someone who's only seen a few of the movies, I thought Christopher Waltz's character was wasted on a bad film. I thought they had him in there. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't planned, but he was in there and he drove like ticket sales because everyone's like, Christopher Waltz is the badass. Can't wait to see him in James Bond as a villain. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I love Daniel Craig. And then the movie was just like, blah. Just not good.
Haven't seen it. Probably won't
Just
see it
not
for a
good.
while.
You should see it eventually just so we can complain about it.
I think Butterclone has it. So
Yeah, we should watch it.
um
Did you tell our listeners you live with Butterclone now? Got Shaq up in the same hangar bay.
Shaq O'Neal,
Shaq up? Well,
Shaquille.
I can't talk.
Have we talked about? Yeah, we did a little bit about the Doctor Strange
Just a bit.
trailer.
Just barely. I don't know anything about it. What I learned from criticizing Ant-Man is I will not criticize a Marvel movie until I see it. So I know nothing about Doctor Strange, but I love Benedict Cumberbatch, and I will watch it. And I will probably not say much until I watch it.
I'm excited. Read that Doctor Strange book that you have right there, right next to it, right, the orange one. That is the movie.
Okay. I will check it out.
That is the movie. It's his.
A generous gift from Dimma Spider.
Yeah, it might go beyond that movie. It might go a little bit outside of that. I'm sorry, go out beyond that fucking comic. But from what I can tell, that's it. He gets his power. You know, he starts off as a doctor. He gets injured. I'm spoiling the fuck out of it if you haven't. But he gets his power in a certain way, and that seems like that's what the movie's about. He's an interesting character because he's not a goddamn god, and he's not a superhero. He's like a magician, sorcery. They call him something like Ambassador Sorcerer. Fuck.
That's kinda
Supreme
sick.
Sorcerer Supreme is his actual title.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean,
he's not. But like, sorry to cut you off, but fuck off.
No, it's okay.
Everything's a goddamn. My jeans are different. You know, I got denim. Yours are pieces of trash, and so I can force fire out of my fingertips. He's just like, you know what? I broke my shit, and I can't. Oh, there's this guy that I can learn a special ability from. Let's bring it on. You seem kind of cool, and then he's challenged.
So he trains with different people? I'm going to read it, so don't just relax. I'm going to read it.
Yeah. It's an interesting story. He's an interesting character.
I bet he is.
So I'm excited. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yep.
He needs to look a little more Spanish. Benedict Cumberbatch looks like Benedict Cumberbatch, so he's gonna kill it. I know it because that's every person that I've met in my human ability. That's who I would want to play it.
Yeah.
But he's not I mean, look at him. He looks
pretty close.
like Ricky from goddamn I Love Lucy.
I was gonna say like, I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Awesome.
That's all I can think of now. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we kind of talked shit about Ant-Man. Like, great, he gets small. Great. Then we saw it, obviously incredible. Paul Rudd killed it. His character killed it. Ant-Man obviously does a hell of a lot more than just get small. So I don't want to talk shit about Doctor Strange. I just want to watch the movie, and I'm sure we will do a review afterwards, etc., etc.
Agreed.
What you got there, Mopper?
Mopper bought Star Wars Lost Stars.
Yeah.
The reason I bought this is because this is one of the goddamn canon books.
Yes, it is one of the new canon books.
At the top, it says Journey to Star Wars The Force Awakens. So it's the preamble. I'm literally the what do they call it? The prologue. I'm the prologue in. I haven't even read a fucking chapter yet. But I'm assuming it's setting up the galaxy. This is what galaxy you're getting into. This is what people think about the Empire. This is whatever.
I was gonna look to see if they had a timeline. Usually they have a timeline.
This
is the new Star Wars canon.
There is no timeline.
There's 3 books.
There is no timeline.
There's 3 sentences on Wikipedia.
No prequels.
This is the new Star Wars canon.
Jabba doesn't exist. So I'm excited because in the prologue, they are on an outer rim planet. They're talking about a kid and his family are going to this event. The kid's super excited. They see a Lambda class shuttle go over. The kid is fucking excited. He's like, dude, I want to fly that. I want to fly that. That's awesome. They're going to a goddamn air show brought on by the Empire. The Empire looks like a fucking amazing empire. Like they're putting on shows for these outer rim peoples. Why? Because
Propaganda.
the Empire, well, true, yes. But the Empire fucked over people in the core worlds. That was the Republic. During the Republic, who was getting fucked? The Outer Rim worlds.
Well, not even
So
fucked
now-
over. You got to think at the point when 2 and 3 transition into the original trilogy, a lot of those people were on board with Palpatine. Palpatine was like, you guys are at war. I'm here. I'm about to change things.
Well, yeah, Trade
I'm going to
Federation,
turn this shit into the Galactic
Geonosis.
Empire. I'm the Emperor. Shit's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So I would say, 75% of the people were on board with like, yeah, there you go. Done. And then you had Padme and Mon Mothma and Bail Organa and stuff that were kind of rebelling against it. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but it happened.
We talked a bunch. It was cool. No, but it's a cool aspect that we haven't really seen before because at this point there's children like glorifying the Empire on this outer rim planet. It's a poor planet that it was almost like the goddamn Australia of the galaxy.
What planet was it?
They made it up.
Really?
Yeah, it's I think it was another goddamn Jalucan.
Jalucan?
I call it Jalucan.
Jalucan.
Jalucan or Jalucan or I don't know. Jalucan. Jellycan.
Jello can.
Jello can. But it's a rock planet, a mountainous rock planet.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
the ancient people, the original people that lived there were sent there like as punishment. So it's kind of like in Australia because Australia was like a punishment jail island that the British sent people to. So
I did not know that actually.
oh yeah. All the psychos, murderers, you send them there, let them fuck around.
Send them to the most beautiful place
Yeah, let them kill each other.
in paradise.
So the original people that were sent there were actually sent there as a boycott because they were killing a king or something. Whatever. The king lost. Send you people away.
Oh.
So they're very simple people. And then governments and shit tried to take over because there was mining opportunities there. So you have these like valley people that are simple people that were sent there, and then there's like the government that runs all the shit that the valley people hate. Whatever. Both people are going. They're all glorifying the goddamn Empire. Moff Tarkin's already fucking there. He runs into one of the kids. He laughs about it. He says, "Come on to the Lambda class, bitch. You're gonna fucking love this shit." And yeah, and that was it. I mean, but it's like a weird mind fuck that like, wait, people glorify Moff Tarkin. People love when they see TIE fighters. Like people aren't deathly afraid. So it's a cool look on the Empire that I have never read. Maybe this happened in a couple of the post movie books, but
I like it.
you can't read it yet.
It's on the list, man.
On a list.
Along with way too many other things.
Yep. Playing Skyrim on a fucking Xbox One's on the list too. Get your game together, you
Battlefield
bitch.
4, add us on Xbox Live.
Yeah, if you guys want to play Battlefield 4, Xbox Live, Mopar Melton, Commander Cody 01.
If you want to win, have us on your squad.
We are fucking around. We are.
Play the fucking objective. That's what we do.
That's exactly what we do.
So, yeah.
Thank you
I think we're there.
guys for tuning in.
Much appreciated.
If you don't know already, you're joining us on Twitch, and we love you guys. We are the Rogue Squadron Podcast. You can go on iTunes. Everything's free on iTunes. Rogue Squadron Podcast. Why don't you click that subscribe button? Click that subscribe button. Give us a rating and a review. You can also like us on Facebook. You can also go to RogueSquadronPodcast.com, and we have a motherfucker who is in the goddamn message boards right now who does a lot of writing for us. So book reviews, movie reviews,
comic reviews.
yeah, he wants to bang Rita. But it's all up there. So if you want to get the full fathoming motherfucker, go to all those. The most important thing, truly, what would you say?
iTunes. Yeah.
iTunes.
Yep,
But
definitely.
we are doing a lot more on Facebook. So
We're doing a lot more everywhere, but we are an audio show, so head to iTunes. We got regular episodes, we got interviews, with one of which was with Drew Karpyshyn, author of Old Republic books. We have fanboy commentary that goes along with Star Wars and Batman. We have Q&As with the fans, so if you're a fan of the show, you want to leave a question next time we do a Q&A, hear your shit answered, and we'll say your username awkwardly. So many motherfuckers, I can't say what your name even is. I'm sorry.
be more constructive with your name. One last thing
That's it.
two last things.
14 last things.
One other thing that we do is an EU Extra.
It's true.
So we've been going through what's now Legends in Star Wars.
Which-
And we're picking species and characters and worlds and robots. They're called droids, Mopar. I know that. Thank you for correcting me, fuck. But we're going through and picking apart, and we're going in crazy depth, and we're talking about it. So the most recent one was Ithorians from Ithor. Did you know that? We did because we talked about it. So go on there. It's on our website. It's on iTunes. So it's called
True.
EU Extras for extracurricular. Expanded universe extras.
That's
the
what we got for you.
final note: if you are in Columbus, Ohio, we are doing a live event.
May
at
the 4th be with you.
at Gateway Movie Center,
Film Center.
Theater Center.
Come on.
Film theaters.
Film Wade Gate Center.
The
Do it.
show clip place.
In
we are-
Columbus on Hyde Street in the Gateway area. Come check it out. We're going to have local beers. We're going to have Star Wars trivia, giveaways, prizes, a live podcast, live video games, Xbox, including Battlefront 2, maybe some super Star Wars or craziness like that.
Do they have to be 21 to enter?
No.
Okay, good.
You have to be 21 to drink, obviously. So they'll check your ID at the bar, but
They'll
you don't
check
have to be
your bar.
21 to get in. You can get in.
I'm not
just
gonna
stumble
I'm not
around
gonna
and-
feed you any beer. Not gonna.
You probably shouldn't go if you're not 21. But just in case, if you really do want to go, you can. But you just won't be able to drink, which is really 95% of the reason that you're going to go.
Talk about Star Wars, getting some fights about Obi-Wan versus Qui-Gon.
Exactly.
And we're going to be playing a lot of Star Wars games, Star Wars trivia.
Yep.
We might even do just a Q&A while we're there, depending on how much people show up.
Yeah, we might. And, if you show up, you might win. We're going to have some, Black Series, some Star Wars comics and shit to give away. So, who knows?
Yeah.
Might walk away with something awesome.
Door prizes. Local artists are going to be there. So if you want to
true.
fuck around and get your
Some
head put on a fucking Iron Man suit,
Take some selfies with some cosplayers. The hell you guys going to get into in Columbus?
I might be naked. You might see me. Wait.
No pants allowed.
No, that's
part of the rule.
Thank you guys for
So,
tuning in.
much appreciated.
Rogue Squadron Podcast. I am Mopar.
I am Commander Cody.
Good day, Galaxy.
I was going to say something, but I didn't. I stopped.
We're still, we're not recording anymore, but we are live. Thank you, motherfuckers that stopped in with us.
Yeah, we had a few. One guy's gone. Oh, shit. One guy's gone. Thanks to DJ Anthony. And Ryan Killam All is gone.
You look
I was
like
gonna-
Tony Stark.
Thank you. I was gonna ask
You
Ryan.
look like an asshole in a suit.
It's true. I'm a big dick. I was gonna ask Ryan Kill 'Em All if his name had anything to do with Metallica, but he's gone now.
That's Black Sabbath, by the way.
I dig it. But he's gone now. But yeah, thanks everyone that tuned in. Much appreciated. We do this regularly. Sometimes our equipment cooperates and it looks good. Sometimes it doesn't.
DJ Anthony's here. Oh, we got an extra. Flames killed.
Hey, I'm here. Flames killed.
Sorry, we just ended our podcast, Flames. If you like Star Wars, you should probably go check us out. If you don't,
very true.
Don't check it out.
No, you should check it out anyways. Sometimes we don't even talk about Star Wars.
True. So thank you guys again for being here. We do this every Wednesday night. So if you want to try to tune in and join the conversation, and or if you have questions about other bunch of bullshit, hey,
Who's that
fuck.
guy?
What? Hey, what's going on?
Who's
And
that guy?
no, we enjoy talking to our fans and listeners. So if you guys have some stuff that you want to ask us, especially how he got Tony Stark facial hair, it's called Stark Rub. I put it on my face.
Just grows in place like that.
Yeah, man. Or
close.
girl, or can you specify?
Human or a Thorian.
Individual.
Individual. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. We love you.
Yeah, Flames. Go on iTunes, Rogue Squadron Podcast. You can download everything for free. Subscribe. But we are live recording on Wednesdays. Generally around 7 o'clock we start.
Yep. That's
But
right.
if you follow us on this shit, you'll just get an email saying, hey, these motherfuckers are live and they're drinking beer again. So,
yeah, follow us on Twitch and you'll get notified.
Thanks, guys.